Hello everybody, and welcome to another Ravnica Allegiance Draft here on the channel. If you are watching this on YouTube, welcome. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me out a ton, and if this video gets to 50 thumbs up, we are going to be doing a flavor draft here on the channel. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically where you pick a theme, and then you draft all of your cards following that theme. So it's just kind of a fun thing to do. So if you want to see that, or if you just want to support the channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you want to get updates whenever I post new content and also want to join the community here on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave those in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's get into the draft. Okie doke. So our rare here is Immolation Shaman. It's a card that I've had pretty good success with. It's nothing insane or anything like that, but it's really it's good when your 2-drops have relevance in the late game, and the activated ability stuff does come up from time to time with things like Senate Courier. Carnival Carnage is a card that has performed well for me, but it's really only a card you want to play in Rakdos. The Carnival part on its own is not good enough, so I don't really want to start with a gold card, essentially, if I can start with a strong mono-colored card like Immolation Shaman. Gate Colossus is a strong contender. It is colorless, but it's not truly colorless, because a lot of the time you won't want to play it in your more aggressive decks, because it's harder to get the number of gates you need into those types of decks, because you want to play a Gate Colossus with around 4 gates, so that you can cast it for like 6 mana and have the chance to bring it back in the later parts of the game. With only like 3 gates, it isn't actually that insane, so it does mess with your pick order a bit. That being said, it is a colorless card in that you can play it in a lot of different color combinations, even though you don't necessarily play it in all of your like Rakdos decks. Grotesque Demise is a fine removal spell. Savage Smash is actually really nice as well. I think this card is really strong in Gruul. I would probably lean towards taking Grotesque Demise because it's a little bit of added flexibility, but they're both very strong. Immolation Shaman's a good rare, and Grasping Thrall is a very, very solid 5-drop. That being said, I'm just going to take the Gate Colossus here. It is colorless and rewards me for getting a couple gates. And now Gates Ablaze could be a very nice second pick. It is a further payoff for drafting a lot of gates, and the gates deck on MTG Arena is quite strong because the bots do not value gates as highly. Sunder Shaman's also really nice. Sphinx of New Prov is also really strong. This is actually a very good pack overall. Grasping Thrill and Aeromunculus are good commons, though they're not as good as the CCDD cards. So if I was going to take a 2-color card, I would take one of those. That being said, while Sunder Shaman and Sphinx of New Prov are good, the fact that I already have a Gate Colossus makes me want to take gates anyway, and the more gate payoffs you get, the better, because then you actually have further and further reason to just take the gates. So we're going to take the Gates Ablaze here. Okie doke. And something that's good to know about the Gates deck is the Gates deck usually functions in some form of the Teamer colors, because that way you can get all of the Gates payoffs, and then the blue just kind of naturally works well, because those are more late game cards a lot of the time. Red-green is also just a very typical Gates color combination. Pick 3 here, there isn't actually a ton of good cards. These uncommons are pretty medium. Rally to Battle is like not super good because it's relatively easy to play around, and just giving your creatures only 1 power is not a huge benefit. Drill Bit is a nice sideboard card, but not really a great main deck card, though you can main deck it in a pinch. I was trying to come up with a pun there, but I couldn't. Galloping Lizrog is a card that you can play, but it's a very slow card, and you don't really need to prioritize it, because Simic already tends to do well when the game is slow. Here I'm really eyeing this Simic Guild Gate when I already have 2 gate payoffs, and potentially looking to just play Teamer. Simic Guild Gate is a real nice card to pick up. Sphinx's Insight, not really as high of a priority. I'd rather play the green cards than the white cards. I'd rather play Teamer than Jeskai, because that way I get access to open the gates as a card. Here, I think and then Slimebind's just a fine card, but I think I'm just going to take the gate here. Start picking those up early. Okay, here, I'm not going to take another gate. I already took 1 gate. I'm not going to take the Biogenic Upgrade either, because I think I'm going to have fewer creatures in this deck. I'm going to have a lot more just top-end things. So I think I'm going to leave this one on the sidelines for now. It's much better when you've curved out like 3-drop creature, 4-drop creature, 5-drop creature, Biogenic Upgrade, win the game. It's good to have that as a potential option when you have Biogenic Upgrade in your deck. What I'm more looking to do with the Gates deck is just play my Gates, slowly develop things, catch back up with Gates Ablaze, and then just start dropping threats. Collision Colossus is a nice card, but more of an aggressive card. Combat tricks are much better when you're attacking, because then your opponent's tapped out and can't interact with you at instant speed. Arrester's Admonition could be good to help me cycle through my deck, recover some board control. There's another gate, but I think I'd rather just take the Admonition at this point, potentially. Though getting more gates is really never a bad thing. Open the Gates could help me if I end up playing a lot of colors. I'm not sure which is better between Open the Gates and Simic Guildgate. Probably the Open the Gates. And since I'm not sure I'm going to play blue cards yet, I think maybe taking a blue card might be a little ambitious. So, but I am pretty sure I want to play green in this deck. So here I'm choosing between the Gates, the Simic Guildgate, and the Arrester's Admonition. I think this card's much better when you're in an aggressive deck, though it is still fine in a slower deck. I think I'm just going to go with the Open the Gates, because it can help me find all my colors. And a Gates deck generally wants to just have a lot of... I'm just going to take the Gate. The Gate, it's hard to go wrong with just taking more Gates. Okay, and now I could take a Shimmer Possibility. This is actually a nice card because it can find you your Gates Ablaze, which is usually a really key card when you are playing Gates Ablaze. There's not really a ton else for me. I don't really want to be playing Azorius Guildgate right here. And Steeple Creeper is not really a huge priority for me either, so we're just going to take the Shimmer Possibility. And now we can pick up a Skittereel, another pretty nice late game card that can just get pretty big. It's also just a fine 4-drop to play to help stabilize the board. And now we can pick up an Axebane Beast. Not the greatest card, but it can definitely hold the fort down. I could take a Feral Maka potentially at some point, but I'll get those later. I mean, I'll get Axebane Beast later as well, but we're just trying to hold down the fort. I don't really want to run multiple Shimmer Possibilities. I could see running 2 maybe, but it's not really a huge thing I want to be doing. Gorkline Wrecker is not very good either. Wall of Lost Thoughts pretty mediocre. Wrecking Beast, I already have like big guys like Gate Colossus, so I guess I will just take a second Shimmer Possibility. Wow, Carnival Carnage came back. That's actually crazy to me. That card probably shouldn't be coming back. Or it just might mean that there aren't that many Rakdos players, and the one Rakdos player there was took Immolation Shaman, which is definitely a defensible pick, if that's a real person draft. I think I'll just take... Maybe I do just take this. My deck could end up being pretty slow, and killing small creatures could be relevant, and then I might just end up with some black mana from Gates randomly. So really Caretaker, Groll Locket. I could just pick up a 2-drop. Not really looking for a guy that can't block very well. Groll Locket or Gravelhide Goblin. Not really looking for the Caretaker. I think I'll pick up the Gravelhide Goblin just because I might need a 2-drop. And now I'll take a Spikewheel Acrobat. Wow, late Collision Colossus. This is just a nice sideboard card to be able to kill flyers. And then you can sometimes main deck it. And we got the Feral Maka back as I predicted. Wow. This deck really is kind of not going perfectly. But here we see a great rare. Sphinx of Foresight is very strong. Better than all the uncommons. So you first pick this out of most packs. The question is whether my deck will be able to support it mana-wise. I'm definitely looking to play Teamer right now. And then the other option is taking a Gateway Sneak. I think this card's really good. Gateway Sneak is nice. The Scroll Guildgate is really good for my deck, but I'm not taking it over one of these 2 cards. Chillbringer is also really good, but I'd rather have a Sneak or a Sphinx of Foresight in this Gates deck specifically. Though I do need to pick up some more Gates at some point. I think my main colors are going to be blue and red, and so the Sphinx of Foresight is definitely going to be a good card. Now I'll just pick up a Gate. Getting a Gate is actually not that bad for me. Always pretty happy to see that. I mean, there was really just nothing in that pack for me. I could take another Gate. I could take a Titanic Brawl. I'm not really looking to play black cards, so I'll just take the Gate. Getting as many Gates as I can is really nice. Sorrowform Hybrid, another really nice card. This deck does want to go into the late game, and this is just a really good 2-drop that can trade off in the early game. Incubation Incongruity does get better when you have strong creatures to get like Gate Colossus, but it's really a card you want more so when you have like unbeatable cards. I guess if it comes back, I might play it to find Gate Colossus, but generally, I don't want to be spending mana that doesn't do anything when my deck already has a lot of cards that don't do anything. And now I can pick up the Arrester's Admonition for that extra tempo, like getting me back, recovering for when I might fall behind. Definitely not looking to play a lot of these slow cards. Maybe I could take a Scuttle Gator. Don't really need a combat trick. I could take another Feral Maka, but Feral Maka is really not great. Regenesis is actually kind of interesting as a late game draw engine. Between that and Scuttlegator, I think. Regenesis is really slow. But I don't really want Prying Eyes. I already have a Feral Maca. Could be a nice sideboard card at the very least. Growth Spiral in Gates decks generally is a little bit better, but it's still not great. I'd rather have a Scorch Mark, I think, for some early game removal. The problem is that you play this, and the benefit is that you can play this and maybe get an extra gate into play. But the downside is that it's just really a slow card, which can take a Scorch Mark for some early removal. And now we get another Skitter Eel. We aren't really looking to play Quench because our deck wants to go to the late game, and Quench is such a dead draw in the late game. We could take a Stony Strength or a Gift of Strength. I'm leaning towards Stony Strength just because it's cheaper, but it might just be that we'd rather have a Gift of Strength to help us deal with flyers potentially. Yeah, let's just take the Gift of Strength. And we'll take a Screaming Shield. Maybe there's a matchup where we'll side that in. We'll take a Prying Eyes for the sideboard as well. Wow, Cry of the Carnarium still in the pack. Sure, we'll take it. It's an uncommon. We're not looking to play any black cards. And another Carnival Carnage. Maybe we can pick that at the sideboard. I guess we'll take the Wilderness Reclamation to build our collection. Get those uncommons going. Help fill the vault quicker. Whoa, Spawn of Mayhem. Well, that's unfortunate that we can't play that. Luckily for us, there is a good card for us in the pack. Flames of the Raise Boar. Works really nicely with Gate Colossus, Sphinx of Foresight, Sorrowform Hybrid if we can adapt it. So we have a couple of big creatures. We're really looking for Gatebreaker Ram and more gates, of course. Flames is a nice pickup. Here's another gate. Now we're looking to play Mortifies here. Mammoth Spider might come back. Titanium Brawl might come back. We'll just take the gate. Another Sorrowform Hybrid. There's an Open the Gates, but we're just going to take every Sorrowform Hybrid we see. It is the ideal 2-drop, and we do have some really bad 2-drops like Feral Maca. At this point, we might start taking some off-color gates. Ooh, this is tricky. Do we want a Frilled Mystic or a 6th gate? I mean, the Gates Ablaze with 5 gates is kind of sketchy, but it's still probably going to be alright. We don't have all that many gate payoffs, though. So I think we'll just take a Frilled Mystic here. And get some value. I don't think we're really on the beatdown Zertog Goblin plan. The extra gate could be really nice, but we don't really have the payoffs to go with it. And we don't really have any, like, good I guess we have a couple Skitter Eels we can hold up, a couple Sorrowform Hybrids. So yeah, Frilled Mystic does gain some value in that situation. Another Gruul Guild Gate. I could take that over as Skewer. I think Gates Ablaze really just wants me to have as many gates as I can. And 5 gates really isn't that many for it. But I have 5 gates here. I only have 18 playables. Tricky spot. I'm just going to take the gate. Pick up the gates where you can. Now I'll get and open the gates. And, ooh, not really looking to play Clamor Shaman. I think I'll just take a Titanic Brawl. Bulwark Grand Clan Crusher is actually great in this deck. Yeah, I like it. It's just a nice, good, works well with the Skitter Eels and that type of thing. Well, now we'll pick up a Rakdos Guild Gate. Now we can actually play the Carnage half of this. And a Mammoth Spider for some extra defenses. And another Rakdos Gate, maybe. Yeah, we have 7, so yeah, we have 22 playables. We definitely have some stuff in the sideboard we can play. And we'll just take the we'll take the Locket. Maybe we want to lock it at some point. There's another Axebane Beast. There's a Goblin Gathering. Take the Beast. Another Mammoth Spider. Okay, so this is an interesting deck. We really went hard on the Gates Ablaze. Funny story, I haven't actually gotten the chance to play with Gates Ablaze yet, and I just really want to just maximize it. We have a couple Shimmers to find it. We have a ton of gates. So hopefully it all works out. We don't want any swamps. Let's just look at our mana. So what's our worst card? We have open. How many lands? We have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, and then we haven't opened the gates. And then we can probably just run one more land. Let's look at our colors. We have 11 greens, 7, 7, 1, and then 3 gold cards. So we do want the most of our lands to make green. So we have 1, 2, 3, 7. We definitely want an 8th green source. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 4, 8. Yeah, I think we're mostly blue and green, and yeah, then we have 1 black source, and no, 2 black sources. So maybe we do want the second Carnival Carnage for a Feral Maka. Interesting. We could run a main deck Collision Colossus, though that doesn't seem ideal, because we don't really need to get aggressive with our combat tricks and stuff. Let's just go through our cards one by one. Gift of Strength really is not a fit in this deck. Like, you might be like, oh, Axebane Beast sucks, and it's not the best, but it's like not a horrific. I've had decent success with it. And we only have 13 creatures. It also has a pretty high toughness, which is really good with Gate to Blaze, because we can like maybe get 3 gates into play and then kill everything but our Axebane Beasts. I kind of like this build. I think it's got potential. And we can always tweak it later. Anyway, that is going to do it for the build of the deck. We started off with some heavy gates cards, one Gate Colossus into Gate to Blaze. Didn't see any more gate payoffs really, but I think those two are good enough to be worth building around, and I guess we'll find out when we get to the matches. I hope you'll stay with me. Hello and welcome to round 1 with our kind of 4-color gates deck, because we do have those Carnage, whatever the heck they're called, Calamity or something. We will play first because our deck is pretty slow. Yeah, this is a mulligan, 6-lander. Can't really keep that. We'll keep this one though. This is a great hand. We even have the Sphinx. That Scry 3 is pretty valuable. And our opponent's on a mulligan to 5. Definitely not looking for this land. And we have all our colors and things are peachy. Oh, they will work unless I deselect them, submit. So let's Scry 3. Not really looking for these gates right now. We could go gate, Sphinx. Let's just get rid of everything. Those cards are all pretty mediocre. Just want to make sure we don't get run over before we can land our cards. Got to make sure we get double blue into play before turn 4. Our opponent might struggle to deal with a 4/4 flyer. So we scryed 2 lands to the bottom and have drawn 2 lands. That's a fine draw. We're going to be able to land this Gate Colossus on turn 6. That's not really what my opponent wants. Ooh, that's a good card. Especially if it shuts down the district. I forgot that this card let me scry every upkeep. Yeah, this card's just busted. Definitely better than a Gate Sneak. I mean, while we weren't able to take gate, while we didn't take technically a gate payoff, all of our like multicolored cards are kind of like payoffs. Yeah, we'll keep 5 drops on top. Our opponent is also stuck on lands. They could have a summary judgment for this, which would be unfortunate, but we don't really care because now they're like in 1-shot range of our Gate Colossus and they can't block it. So if they summary judgment, they die anyway. As someone that has played against Sphinx of Foresight, them having it in their opening hand feels horrific. So they're playing white-green, which is not a supported color combination in this set. So maybe their deck is just not very good. They're inexperienced. I don't like to call my opponents like stupid or anything because, I mean, usually it's just a lack of experience. Let's just not make any changes. Our deck seems well suited for, we don't really know much about their deck. You can't really, but they're probably like green, blue, splash white or something like that. Definitely going to mulligan this. Keep in mind they were also on a mulligan to 5. We'll keep this hand, though. Keeping that land on top doesn't really help us cast our spells, so we'll bottom that. Whoa, the Azorius Guildgate looking snazzy, my friend. There's the gates ablaze. Let's get this Sorrowful Hybrid into play. We'll let it get quenched if they have quench. These are cool. I like it. I wish this was an instant, but we're obviously casting it here. Looking for lands. I should have cast it before I made my land drop. That was silly of me. Like the gate for sure. Interesting. Okay. So we'll play this. Get another Simic Guildgate. We'll play it. I think we just want to start getting those gates up so we can have a pretty decent gates ablaze. Yeah, pretty punished for playing this mountain. Like, relatively speaking. So they are playing, like, some... Why is only this one? That's so silly. Why doesn't that one get cool art? Okay, so this thing is going to be doing 3 damage at some point. So I want to adapt this guy first. It doesn't kill my Bulwark Clan Crusher. But it will kill the Sylvan Messenger. It's just such a customizable board wipe. Okay, it won't kill Wall of Lost Thoughts. They're going to mill themselves, probably. Of course they mill me. Wow, 4 spells. Interesting. Okay, that will also die. We're going to have a pretty good turn here in a couple of turns. So we'll play this. Play the Bulwark Clan Crusher. Next turn we'll adapt this guy. And then we will Gates Ablaze, wipe the board of all of his smaller guys. Oh. Well then, change of plan. We're going to have to do this now. We won't have time to get fancy and adapt. So let's attack with this guy because he's going to die anyway. And he'll just get through because they don't want to risk me adapting. Jeez. Perfect. Definitely want to tap like this so I can hold up my Frilled Mystic. I'm not sure if it was worth... Oh, I guess this guy couldn't have attacked into that anyway. Never mind. So now I can counter their next play, play my Gate Colossus. We got rid of their Biogenic Ooze. That was huge. I can see why they have such a weird mana base now. They're probably a blue-white deck that opened Biogenic Ooze. Yeah, we'll counter that. It blocks our 4/4. Also just gives us a huge amount of tempo here. Wow, that was a busted Gates Ablaze. Not bust. I mean, it was pretty good. it just completely destroyed this Biogenic Ooze. I'm so glad we didn't lose to Biogenic Ooze. Things are looking up. Ooh, Clear the Mind, shuffling back in all their cards. It's not going to be very good against this Gate Colossus here. We're actually not going to play our Gate because we want to be able to put our Gate Colossus back on top. Why would it tap both of my red sources? Why would it think that that is a good play when I have a Scourge Mark in my hand. I read something somewhere that said that the Magic Arena people were like, yeah, we wanted people to have a real level up moment when they realized that sometimes the auto tapper wasn't perfect and they could do better than it. And I was like, why would your auto tapper screw you like that? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. What? This man is just floating in the rares. Like, what? This doesn't do anything right now. No! Oh, it's going to be so sweet, though. I can't even combine, like, those two effects. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to keep the gate for if they can somehow double block this or something. Oh, it's going to be sweet when we, like, flames them and just kill all of their stuff. I'm getting attacked. Well, that's a bad sign. Resolve. Maybe I should have played the gate so I could play both these on the same turn. Oh boy, this is really not matching up the way you would hope. Well, that's fine. It's a nice draw. So let's go to combat. Attack for 8. Sure. Do we want to just kill both these creatures? I was considering attacking with everything, but then he could just attack me back. So I can kill these two. I could play Sphinx. I think we'll just kill these two and play the Sphinx next turn. We're 1 damage short. 1. Okay, Humongulous, really? Okay, so he's out of cards. So I will get a block out of this Sphinx. Oh. Well, that was actually a huge punt from me. Whoops. I actually can't use this. I should not have attacked with the Shrilled Mystic. Oh, this also has Trample. Oh, never mind. I was dead either way. I kind of had to hope he didn't block so I could finish him off with the Carnival. Rats. Yep, I'm dead. Shoot. Okay, game 3. So now that we know he has all those powerful cards, how do we want to punish him for that? Collision could be good. So we'll bring that in over an Axebane. No, Axebane matched up relatively well. We'll bring it in over. We'll bring it in over the Axebane Beast, yeah. Carnival Carnage doesn't seem ideal. Yeah, let's keep it. Okay, so now we're in decent shape. I think we're gonna probably be favored here. He just kind of, we're keeping this for sure. He just kind of ripped that off the top that last game. That that Hydroid Krasis. Krasis is so good. He also has Biogenic Ooze. What a powerful deck. It's gonna be a true true victory if we can beat him. Hopefully we can get our lands together here. Get that Skittereel adapted into Titanic Brawling, maybe. Mayhaps. Okay, yeah, we're just going to Titanic Brawl that. We have 3 black sources because we have the Open the Gates and the 2 other ones, so we're really hoping to be able to Carnage him. Oh, yes. We'll be able to Carnage him when he's got fewer cards in hand and maybe snipe his Krasis. I'm a little bit nervous here because if he plays Biogenic Ooze, I just lose here. Oh dear. Oh, thank goodness it's tapped. I actually kind of like my opponent playing this card, given how powerful all their stuff is. I would think he would want to be more defensive, but I don't know his exact hand, obviously. That's a heck of a draw. Because we can kill all these guys now. Okay. So we are going to now not play our Gravelhide Goblin. We'll hit him for 5. End the turn. Take 4 here. Hopefully he plays Biogenic Ooze now. That's the dream. Oh man, I really hope he plays it. It's such a good card. I don't have counter magic up. Slimebind, eh? If he keeps waiting, I can also just adapt this, potentially. That was good. We will adapt first. That way we play around Summary Judgment. Lawmage is binding, okay. No attacks. So we're taking another 4. Then we'll probably have to Gates Ablaze next turn. Okay, now he has the mana to cast Biogenic Ooze. I think it might have triple green. Oh, Hydroid Krasis. X equals 4. Yes, we can kill it. I mean, still obviously not great for us, but we can recover the board. So we will do this. Get all of his guys killed. Then play Gravelhide. It is a little bit worse if he has the Biogenic Ooze, because we used our board clear on it. But we're screwed if he has Biogenic Ooze anyway. Because we're just dead if we don't clear his board. Oh, thank God. How greedy do we want to get with this Carnival Carnage is the question. Okay, that was a phenomenal draw. We'll Shimmer first. And we will take a Frilled Mystic. We can't hold it up this turn, so we'll just play this guy down. No attacks. We have him on a 3-turn clock. We'll start holding up Frilled Mystic. Unless we can nab the last 2 cards in his hand, in which case we will Carnival Carnage him. Okay. So we can nab the last 2 cards in his hand. We will top that. And then we will carnage him. So that'll be his last 2 cards. Okay, I'm glad we didn't try to go for the Mammoth Spider killing play. Okay, so we got rid of the Summary Judgment, and he had to use that suboptimally. Next turn, we'll just start holding up Frilled Mystic for his Biogenic Ooze, though he does have a Clear the Mind. Okay, we might just get the Skitteriel into play first. Okay, we'll make our land drop. We'll get a Gruul Guildgate. Okay, we'll get this into play because now we can maybe start to attack him. I'm just really nervous about a Biogenic Ooze. Okay, now we'll wait. Blue, blue, blue. Okay, perfect. Okay, and we're holding up our Frilled Mystic. We'll trade this guy for a Mammoth Spider, I think. Okay. I could just flash in this and then attack, threaten the single pump. I'm going to wait until I can get this Axebane Beast. Oh yeah, that's what we wanted. That is what we were waiting for, folks. Keep in mind this also does 3 damage. Oh, not today, buddy. So now that we know his last card is gone, we'll just hope he doesn't top deck the Ooze. Even if he does, he'll have to start blocking our Gate Colossus with the Ooze tokens. Yes, that's lethal. Oh, yes. And we got the W. Whew, scary game, though. It's really terrifying playing against a deck with so many bomb rares. Whew, well, that is going to do it for round 1. I hope you enjoyed it, and you'll stay with me for round 2. Hello, and welcome to round 2 with our sweet Teamer Gates / just value deck. We're going to keep this hand. It's sketchy, but we have a 2-drop, we got a gate. And we have our gates ablaze for some extra kick at a certain point in the game. We have a lot of blue mana, we have a lot of lands in general, and with our extra land from Open the Gates. We'll offer the trade. We're going to have to trade it either way on defense, and this way it just reduces the odds of him having a combat trick. And also, we're a slow deck. We're not going to try and beat him down. We don't really, especially with our lands the way they are, we're not going to really have a possibility for a very aggressive draw. And hopefully we can land an Axebane Beast soon. That is the downside of keeping a 2-lander on the play. And this is not going well. That hand was definitely sketchy, I will say. Untapped land. Well, shoot. Oh, I should have just cast the Carnage. I was going to cast it anyway. Let's get rid of an Axebane Beast. We're hoping to go land, land. I actually do kind of want to wait, so I take 1 less damage. And now I draw. Yeah, this game's just over. I can't draw anything here. Oh, yeah. Especially now. So if I draw island into gate. Island. Have to bounce this thing. Yeah, we're dead. Let's just concede this game. He attacks us down to 2, then we can't get an extra gate. The gate sublays him. He'll. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. So maybe a greedy keep, but it seemed like potentially reasonable. We had one of our strongest cards. We had a couple lands and a 2-drop. So against Orzhov, we want to get rid of stuff that has 1 toughness, like Gravelhide Goblin. Might actually just be better to have a Feral Maka in there. We'll bring in Collision Colossus because it can kill the 3/3 that we saw. And also just it's generally just a fine card. It's not the best in our deck because we're not super aggro, but you know, we'll play first. And a sketchy one, but we'll keep it because we have this extra Scry 3 to find us the lands we need. Yeah, we definitely do want to Scry. So we'll put this on the bottom. This on the bottom because we really don't want extra red sources, and we just want to find a green source as soon as possible. But in the meantime, we'll take a land so that we can land a Skitter Eel and play the Sphinx. But we do want to find green. Definitely shimmering before we play our land so we can play a gate that we find. Like a Grill Guild gate. And now we have put 6 cards on the bottom. 5 cards on the bottom, and none of them were gates ablaze. So we're maximizing our odds of drawing gates ablaze. We're going to play Sphinx of Foresight. In certain formats, that might just be risky, but the only removal spell that kills it is... the removal spell he can have for 3 black is Grotesque Demise. And if we play it, and then he gets to just end of turn Grotesque Demise our guy. It's real bad. Here he could final payment it. Also, scrying is better the earlier you start doing it. It can help us find our lands, our gates ablaze, our gate colossus. Just realized my opponent's username is Mr. Farquaad, which is hilarious for anyone who's seen Shrek. And I'm assuming everyone has seen Shrek. Okay, that's mean. Not cool, bro. Just going to spend our mana the most efficiently. Get that Mammoth Spider into play. If we draw another land, we can maybe go Axebane Beast into Titanic Brawl or something like that. Okay. We're going to get the Skitter Eel down. And not attack. If he does have a way to kill Mammoth Spider, we can end up adapting and Titanic Brawling. Sure, that's fine. We're okay with that for sure. We also want to adapt this soon so we can we could get them to lose their last card. Or we could these cards are going to die anyway to our Flames the Razeboar. So let's kind of want to adapt this and play Sorrowful Hybrid. I think this is going to be the most effective. No attack. And now we can Flames next turn. Oh yes. Maximum effectiveness. Unfortunately, we couldn't draw the land. So we're going to play Skittereel. Then we're going to Titanic Brawl here. And then we're going to attack. And if he wants to trade off his oligarchs, then that's fine with us. We just do have to start attacking at some point because of this ill-gotten inheritance. Let's make a pretty big attack here. It's a pretty sizable attack. Perfect. Okay. Let's kill this one. Doesn't matter which one we kill. He might have a final payment, but we'll get this Axebane Beast down. I think that's better than adapting. Sure. It actually did matter which one we killed. Nice. Okie doke. Sorry for that audio delay. Hopefully that part got edited out. Let's see. Perfect. I was just checking that the thing that turned off audio because I'm having a conversation. Okay. So now we have a very good spot. This turn we will be able to adapt and Carnival Carnage one of the guys. Ooh, hero. Well, that's deals 2 damage to everything, so we can kill all of his guys and hit him for 9. But then he has these. Still probably for the best. Yeah, I like it. We do kill one of our own guys, but that's just the price of war. He has no cards in hand, so we're just really fine here. And we'll just get in for 6. Really put the screws into the opponent. He'll have to crack this ill-gotten inheritance. Or he can just die if we draw land. Perfect. Wow, he has 2 heroes. That's a problem. Anyway, we battled back in game 2. Hopefully game 3 is good to us. And we don't get mana screwed horribly. But that was partially my fault, so I'll take some of the blame for that. Cry would be good if we could work it into our mana base, but we really can't. We would have to like cut one of our other colors, which is not really worth it. But it would be a sick card to bring in. Yeah, I kind of like... I don't like this against Plague White. This card's okay against Plague White. Dang. Kind of just want an extra Feral Maca. Let's just run it back. Opponent does have a lot of early game aggression and stuff. Feral Maca might have been the right call, but we have a Gates Ablaze, and Shimmer can help us find our Gates Ablaze, and we're keeping this for sure. And we have Sorrowform Hybrid. Here's Oligarch. Yep. We're going to Shimmer to try and find a land here. We'll take the Simic land. We just want to find our Gates Ablaze as soon as we can, so. Let's get the Sorrowful Hybrid down. It'll have to trade with an Oligarch here. Really not great for us, but that's the strength of Orzhov. Oh, please give me a Rester's Admonition, please. Please, deck. Oh no, 2 to the top. Yikes. Oh, we're totally dead. We found a land. And we're not out of it yet. We can take 7 here. Play a Axebane Beast. And have a nice double block. But he scryed both at the top, which probably means I'm dead. Hero. Oh yeah, things are looking grim. Let's get that Axebane Beast rolling. So we'll double block here, take 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh yeah, that's game. Oh man, that was brutal. Well, game 1 wasn't really a game, and my opponent's deck is very good, so not really disappointed to lose that one. But it does mean that we are on the brink of defeat. Hopefully we can get a W in the next round. Hello, and welcome to the 3rd round, maybe even the final round. We would like to play first. This is a great hand we're keeping. We have a Gates Ablaze, we have Bull Rack. We have just pretty good cards in this hand. Our deck is definitely clunky, and that's why we got so punished by the Orzhov aggro deck. Aggro deck is really not a good matchup. Like, even the deck that had super powerful late game bombs, the Biogenic Ooze and the Hydroid Graces, we were able to defeat them in that round because our deck's late game is also very strong. But against the aggressive decks, we don't really have much game unless we draw Gates Ablaze. Also, our mana draws were kind of clunky in both of those games. Like, drawing both Shimmers is really bad. Okay, so we're looking to Arrester's Admonition something here. Ooh, okay, an Oligarch. Oligarch's annoying. We'll bounce it. We're just looking for land. Land ho, that's kind of a land. We'll probably get our Rakdos Gate, so we can maybe Carnage them. Yep. Get as many gates as you can when you have Gates Ablaze. That's my motto. Especially End Gate Colossus. So we have both of our payoffs here. So we can't play a Mammoth Spider here, but we can Carnage them, which is going to be good. We'll definitely get rid of the Bullrack Clan Crusher. We will Carnage our opponent. Oh my gosh. No, we don't have the mana. Never mind, we will not Carnage the opponent. Instead, we will Gravelhide Goblin. That's unfortunate. Truly unfortunate. Yikes, we don't have the colors. Next turn we will, but next turn might be too late. Next turn we're going to want to slam this Gate Colossus. Okay. If we draw another gate, we can just kill his whole board. We are going to be at a decent life total still. We could potentially just Carnage his hand now, then go to 8. I actually kind of like that. He could just have a couple removal spells and Going to 8 is not the end of the world. We'll just stabilize with a Mammoth Spider. Oh, yeah, that was really good for us. Imagine if we tried to play Mammoth Spider. He just final payments, then ill-gottens us. Okay, so now we can play our Gate Colossus. Yeah. And hope he didn't draw a removal spell in the last 2 turns. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Oh, that was also a phenomenal draw. Boom. Get on my level, Skippy. Get on my level. Trading 8 for 1 is definitely a good deal for us here. I don't know why I called my opponent Skippy, but I'm going to stick with it. Oh. Oh. Oh, dear. Hexproof from monocolored. Oh, shoot. Oh, that actually is really bad for me. Oh, no. Good thing I got this thing, which can block the token. No! Skippy with the 7 drop that actually has relevant text on it for once in its existence. Oh, come on. Please don't tell me he has like a pump spell. Was I just supposed to block this one? Oh, I totally was. I punted this game so hard. Oh, no. Oh, yes! Oh, the value! The value! Carnage off the top. Bet you didn't see that coming, Skippy. 4 mana Lava Spike for the win. Oh, that was the funniest thing ever. Holy smokes. Well, we're going to bring in a Gift of Strength to help us with that card particularly. Collision Colossus. Oh my gosh, never mind. Wait. Yeah, Collision Colossus is so much better than Gift of Strength because it can kill it because it's multicolored. Oh, the hybrid mana. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh man, we wrecked him. Get on my level, bud. And then we'll cut a Gravelhide. No, we have to have Gravelhide. Cutting Gravelhide was probably one of my mistakes in the previous round, so we'll learn from that. Instead, we will cut Bullrack. Maybe Bullrack wasn't the cut either. It is kind of a good card in my deck. Yeah, it also matches up well against the 3-4. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have cut something else. Oh well. You live and you learn. I don't know what I'm supposed to cut though. Gravelhide is definitely my worst card, I think. Maybe I'm supposed to cut a Skitter Eel. Well, this hand is great. 4 gates. Oh, this is great. Truly glorious. We'll play the Grolgil Gate turn 1. So we can enable Carnival. And our opponent's on a mulligan. I just think it's hilarious that we were going to literally lose. No, actually we could have... I guess we could have Carnival this guy, but we had to draw that anyway. Okay. We'll play that. Our Gate to Blaze is going to be great. Well, that card's disgusting, so that's going to be good too. This hand is awesome. Opponent is on that ramp game plan. Another gate. Oh, this is so good. I just want an untapped land so we can slam this on turn 4. Though it probably would eat a final payment, if I'm being honest. Oh, yes. Is this literally every single gate in our deck? Probably not, but it feels like it. I think we have 4 Simic gates. Let's actually start with a less dangerous card in the Skitter Eel. We want to kind of use the Carnage to nab his last 2 cards, because here he has like the Locket he can crack and stuff. We want to make sure we can hit 2 good spells, if we can. Okay, Grotesque Demise, we kind of walked into that, but he has probably got final payment as well. And his Grotesque Demise is going to kill this either way, this if it doesn't kill that. So, oh, well, in that case, now that we have a second one, we want to make sure we get value out of both of them. So we'll just use them 2 turns in a row. He can't crack the locket yet either. Final payment down. Yep. I brought this in to get rid of the Gate Colossus. See, I'm glad we didn't just walk into the final payment. Okay, now we'll just... Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. What the heck? 2 mana Gate Colossus after carnaging him again. Oh my gosh. We hit 3 removal spells and then cast a 2 mana Gate Colossus. Have fun with your ill-gotten inheritance, buddy. Jesus. Wow, we killed this. We got rid of all. He had 3 answers to our god. Oh man, that's why you play your carnages first. Straight up all stars here. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Then we'll just lay this guy down. Another superstar. This game was so unfair. Oh my gosh. Carnival Carnage just doing work. Oh man, well, I'm pretty happy we were able to get the W bounce back, and I hope you'll stay with me for the next round. Hello, and welcome to round 4. We're going to mulligan that hand very easily, and that hand, and we'll keep this one. It all is about the Gates Ablaze. That card can just get us a 10 for 1. Oh, kadoke. We do also get the extra scries, which is kind of like drawing a card in many cases. Yeah, I can't cast a 6-drop. We're against Simic, so Carnival's less relevant. Though maybe we want to get that 2 for 1. No. We just want to cast the Sphinx as early as possible and hope he doesn't have an answer. Simic doesn't generally have as many answers. So we'll just get that down. Oh, kadoke. Yep, he's got that quench up, and we'll just, yeah, finding our lands is good. Also, more gates means we can maybe steal a win with a Gate Colossus. We'll probably just play the Roll Guild Gate tapped here. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Okay, now that we have another untapped land, we will just Arrester's Admonition. Okay, perfect. Now we can just slam this on turn 4, start scrying into our answers. Ooh, maybe he's going to miss. Oh, he didn't miss a land drop. Never lucky. Hopefully he doesn't have a way to fight these. Moment of truth. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Oh, Chillbringer. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to get Mammoth Spider down, and then it won't matter. Don't want Scorch Mark. Nice. The very bad substitute for a Gatebreaker Ram. But once we get the Mammoth Spider, it'll really jam the board up. We'll take 7 here. The Pinecone Beast. I'm a little bit worried about my life total, not gonna lie. Once I untap this guy, though, I'll be in pretty good shape. I'll have a 3-5, a 3-4, and a 4-4 against his 2 guys, and whatever he plays this turn. Not cool, bro. That's what all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, let's deploy the man in the myth, the legend himself. So he probably has a counter spell. That's why I'm playing this one instead of the other one. And then I'm going to have to chump block here and find exactly Gates Blaze off of this to get the W. Okay, moment of truth. Just play a creature that dies to my Gates Blaze. Yes! Oh, okay, that's actually a card I'm happy to see because it means if my Shimmer can find the Gates Blaze, I can win. Well, that's not a Gates Blaze. Rats. Shoot. Opponent was just faster than me. I did mull to 5 that game, to be fair. Okay, this game, let's see. What are we going to have to do to win? Bring in that. Cut Gravelhide. Because we did see a couple flyers, and they both died of collision, obviously, so he's also a Gates deck. His Gates deck might be better than mine, but to be fair, he drew his Gatebreaker Ram, and I don't have a Gatebreaker Ram, and even if I did, I didn't draw it. Oh, yes. Oh, this hand is much better. Let's start with the Rakdos Gate. Let the gates begin. See, it's a pun because games begin is also a thing people say. Okay, Mr. Gateway Sneak. Well then, I'm gonna get a 2-for-1. His Gateway Sneak's gonna give him a 2-for-1 right back. I still like getting rid of some stuff from his hand. I'm gonna play this next turn to block the Gateway Sneak, maybe. I can Flames it or Gates Blaze, maybe. Okay, please draw Gate. Oh man, never lucky. So I can fight this spell next turn, but I can't kill the Gateway Sneak. Okay, so he gets to draw another card. Sure. Okay. Both on top, yikes. Well, I think we're just going to go with the Gates Ablaze. Maybe I messed this up on when I was supposed to attack here. Probably was supposed to attack first. But I didn't want to attack, have him like counter. Never mind, that was just really bad. That was a horrific play. Horrible series of events there. I should have been able to attack him for 8 there. I'm in a pretty good spot though. If he attacks me and goes for like a combat trick, I can fight in response to the combat trick and really get him. Let's see what happens here. Yes! Die, Gatebreaker Ram. Whew, and he didn't have anything. We're gonna get that nice Axebane Beast going. Opponent could have a counter for it, but like, so what? It's my worst card probably, or one of them. That's what I should be cutting instead of Gravelhide Goblins. What am I thinking? Jeez, that's just like foolish. I cut a Gravelhide. I cut a Bulwark Clan Crusher. Okay, we'll get that guy down. I am looking for another land. If my opponent was at 8 less life, this would be a lot better for me. Next turn I can Arrester's Admonition and attack for 11. Yep, I can definitely do that, probably. Boom, we got the win in game 2, despite a little bit of misplaying here and there. Okay, that game was a lot better for me. Let's bring in Gift of Strength so that we can maybe kill the gate breaker thing, and we'll cut an Axebane Beast easily. Because we just want to be able to kill the ram a little bit easier. Whew. Moment of truth, folks. We could bring in an extra land, potentially. Because the land just might be better than Axebane Beast. It's always something to think about, but I think I like our spot here. We're on the draw, so extra land is less relevant. We also already kind of have 18 lands. Oh yeah, we'll keep this hand. It's not great, but it's got a couple of early plays. This card's not going to be alive till late anyway. That was a great draw. Let's just cast our Sorrowform earlier. And we should probably... Oh, well, that's getting Scorch Marked faster than a Speeding Bullet. Faster than a Speeding Bullet. More powerful than a Scorch Mark. Okay. That was good for us. It was a slow developing play. Oh, gosh. No. Oh, well, at least he doesn't have lands. That's some consolation. But not really, because it means he has spells. Oh no, I can't kill it. Oh no. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, what's he gonna cast? At least he's not casting 6-drops because he missed lands. And I was able to kill the first one. Yep, that's about what you expect. No attacks. Ugh, I'm so scared. Of course he has a Mesmerizing Benthid. Oh my god, really? Really? A Deputy of Detention when I happen to have my only multiple copied card in my entire deck? That's ridiculous. That's actually stupid. Holy smokes. Could you have just played like an Archway Angel or something? That was too much to ask. Well, we know he has 5 spells in hand. He hasn't had anything good so far, so we'll just Mammoth Spider. Because that can block the Mesmerizing Benthid. And then we'll just pray to the RN Jesus, as the saying goes. Growth Spiral? What could he cast? Oh man, we're totally going to lose because this Deputy is just disgustingly good. To be fair though, when we do kill the Deputy, like if we draw Titanic Brawl or... what else? Flames of the Raised Boar. Gates Ablaze a little bit later in the game. Oh, that's not what we wanted to see. Now he can cast his 6-drops. What fun. We'll block. We didn't play that card, so we could to not block. Sure, Adaptive Biomancy. Applied Biomancy, whatever. Whatevs. Wow, okay, this is a catastrophe. I need to hold up Frilled Mystic, I think. So we're just going to do this for a forest. So I can keep hitting my lands. Maybe that'll let my opponent know that I have a Frilled Mystic, but I think I'd rather get the land out of my deck so I don't draw it. We'll let card draw resolve. We just have to counter like a threat. Maybe we can ambush a Deputy of Detention. That's a path back into the game for sure. Yes. Yes! Oh, we're alive, potentially. Please. Oh no, we're going to get counter back. Oh, this is so sad. I think we have to go for it, though. Oh, yes, yes. Come back to me, Sorrowform Hybrid. No! 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 Oh. Crushing sadness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Now we have one more chance. We can use Collision Colossus to help our Frilled Mystic kill this Deputy of Detention in combat. Sure, Combine Guildmates with Elves. Aww. He didn't attack with it. That's not cool, bro. Well. Can you imagine if we drew like a Gates Ablaze here? Killed all of his guys except the Benthid. Got back 2 Sorrowform hybrids. That's obviously the dream. Yeah, we'll block here. We'll make our stand. Kill the Archway Angel. Untap and draw Gates Ablaze or Shimmer into Gates Ablaze. Of course, it's Axebane Beast. So we're not technically dead yet. We're going to play that so we can go Shimmer into something. I mean, he's not going to play around anything. Yep, and we die. Oh, man. What a horrific... Like, if we had 2/6... Imagine if we had 2 6/6s on this board. Because that's essentially what the Deputy did to us. Like, imagine if we just had a normal kill spell. Like, if we had a single 6/6 on this board, we would still be okay. Why, opponent? Why would you do me like this? Oh man. At least this isn't the guy that I was calling Skippy. Yeah, he had a counterspell. He just wanted to show his utter dominance on me. Aw. Well, we had a good run, folks. Our deck overall was not the strongest. We didn't get these busted decks that our opponents had. I think every deck we played against was better than ours. Actually, not true. One of the decks we... Actually, every deck, yeah. Because the first round we played against that Biogenic Ooze deck. That also had Hydroid Crazes. And then the next round we played against... and we beat it. And then we played against that sweet Orzhov aggro deck. And then the third round we played against... maybe we were better than the third round deck. That one was the Skippy's deck. Where he had... it was also an Orzhov deck. And then the final round we played against that deck, which was disgusting. So... I think our deck overall performed decently. We managed to go 2-2 with it, so not the end of the world. If you did make it this far in the video, say hashtag decent deck in the comments section down below to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. I really do appreciate each and every one that does that. Remember, we will do a flavor draft if we make it to 50 thumbs up, so be sure to hit that thumbs up to support that goal and also to support the channel. And then finally, if you do want to support the channel, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, all of that good stuff. But that is going to do it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you next time.